Hello, my beautiful sisters. On today's episode of Talk to Aunty Rosy, we're going to be talking about self-image and how the lack of it can affect your self-worth, self-confidence. Welcome to Talk to Aunty Rosy, the podcast that helps women who are healing by having deep conversations, giving practical advice and words of encouragement. Come on, let's talk about it. Hi, I am Rose Jones and I am your host here at Talk to Aunty Rosy podcast. For all my first-time listeners, let me tell you a little bit about myself. I am a survivor of self-hate, domestic violence, and childhood trauma. And I am also currently battling PTSD, but I didn't allow any of that to stop me. I decided to use my experience to help other women in similar situations. So I created this community for women who are in the beginning stages of self-healing. And this community, we help women with skill building. We give them useful tools. We provide educational programs and support them in their self-healing and self-love journey. On this podcast, we will be having those deep conversations. I'm going to be giving you advice. I will be showering you with all the love and support that you need to help you shine again. Now, today's topic is about looking in the mirror. And I mean this in the most literal way possible. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever taken the time to really see yourself in the mirror? I don't just mean your physical appearance. I meant looking past your outer appearance and gazing deep into the person that you are. Mirrors can cause strong feelings in us, and they are usually a powerful tool that lead us to change our perspective of ourselves and see ourselves in ways that often hidden from the outside world. As humans, we all have different ways of looking at ourselves, and so we all see different things when we look in the mirror. People who are self-aware and practice self-love, they would have a higher capability of perceiving their self in a positive light when they look in the mirror instead of a negative light. Because your self-image is one of the most vulnerable places to be easily influenced. A few words from people can mess that up. Like if someone's staring at you or tries to bring awareness to a flaw, this can immediately make you feel insecure. And let's be honest, a harsh comment about your image can hurt you no matter how much you pretend it doesn't. Our self-image is a personal opinion about ourselves that we develop from experience, self-understanding, and others' opinion. We combine everything and make an imaginary picture of ourselves that describes us, both internal and external. There could be many factors that can lead to a person having low self-image, but most of the time is influenced by other people around us. I say this because almost everyone has a positive image of themselves when they are young. When you are around 3 or 4 years old, you are more confident in yourself and have a great self-image. That's because you usually don't have any outer interference to stumble or talk about you. You understand that people is trying to influence your course. The factors change depending on if you are in a loving household. To be honest, children are influenced by their environment. So if their household environment is good, they're most likely to have developed a confident, more positive self-image. While if a household is a bad household, their self-image may start to be affected way earlier. Adult self-image can also be affected very early by the people around them. Think about it, a relationship. If you're getting into a relationship, a romantic relationship, a friendship, or a business partner with people that have low self-image or self-hate, they may push their beliefs onto you and start to make you question yourself. When you are confident and when you get into a relationship or be around people who isn't, they may try to put you down to make themselves feel better, make you to start doubting yourself, make you start questioning if you are really beautiful because you value their opinion of the people that you around. You don't believe that they will lie to you or hurt you, so you believe the words that they are honestly trying to help you with the words that they are saying. A negative self-image is not something that you should take lightly. It may affect your future. A negative self-image can make us see ourselves as a unattractive, unintelligent, unworthy person. When we look in the mirror, we see a unhappy, unhealthy version of ourselves. We are unhappy with our self-image. You may become obsessed and depressed over how other people perceive you. Eventually, this would lead to anxiety, depression. We may hate being in social sites because many may fear to be judged. But 9 out of 10, that's not even the case. But when you change the negative way you look at yourself, it can make all the positive change in your life. For example, when I was in middle school, my self-image was at an all-time low. I used to hate going to school because of how my classmate made me feel. They would pick on me because I looked different. I used to wear big glasses. I still wear glasses. I had like 3 skin tones. You could probably still see it. They called me ugly, 4-eyed. And just listen to these comments over and over made me believe that it was true. At one point in my life, I remember avoiding even looking in the mirror because of how self-conscious I felt about myself. I hated taking pictures. I didn't even want evidence of how I looked. This is how low my self-image was. But one day I got a brand new pair of glasses, and for the first time ever, I felt good about myself. I looked in the mirror and I liked the person that was looking back at me. I felt good in that moment, but it all came crashing down when a few girls from my class caught me after school and broke my glasses. I felt my self-image and positive attitude break along with it. When I returned to school the next day and when everyone started to make fun of me again, that was me. That was my breaking point. I hated myself even more until one day I realized that the problem wasn't them, but me. I allowed other people's opinions to destroy my self-image. When I looked in the mirror, there wasn't a single thing that I appreciated about myself. But everything I hated was things that other people made fun of. I realized that my self-hate wasn't going to change if I don't change the negative way I view myself. I worked on changing the way I perceive myself. I tried my best not to take other opinions personally and start to look at myself in the mirror again. And I slowly learned to appreciate and love the person I see looking back at me. I grew to appreciate myself. I accept all my flaws and I tried to turn them into something positive. And that helped me to love myself more. Making some positive changes to my self-image helped me perceive others in different lights, which helps me realize that the power is in my hand. I would like to share with you some ways that can help you improve your self-image. Number 1, explore yourself. The more effective and the easiest way to see a positive in yourself is to explore yourself more, deeper than you ever had. Take some time off and think about all the positive qualities you have. Then make a list of all those qualities so that the next time you have self-image issues, you can look back and see all those positive qualities you have in yourself. It'll help you improve your mood when you are feeling depressed about your self-image, and it also stops you from coming up with all those negative thoughts about yourself. Number 2, accept your body and mind. One of the most common self-image issues that we see these days is related to our body. Society has put so much pressure on every individual to look a certain way. At first, it starts with simply wanting to change our body. But the actual depression and complexity comes in when you fail to achieve those goals. Body image it's a very big part of our self-image. To help with this, you can stop doing so by not comparing your body to anyone else. Only when you truly embrace your body as it is, then you can truly love and care for it. Your body doesn't have to look like someone else. You are unique. You have to slowly learn to accept every part of your body that you may think is a flaw. When you are ready to do that a big part of our self-image issues can be solved. It will eventually come to you loving yourself for who you truly are. Now, number 3, stop comparing. We always hated when our parents compared our grades to the smarter kid in class. We never wanted to be them. We just wanted the comparing to stop. So we can truly be happy with what we have achieved on our own. So why do we always have to compare ourselves to other people when it comes to our idea image? When we compare ourselves to others, we are setting a goal on their idea standards, not ours. That needs to stop. By doing this, we acknowledge the fact that we are slightly that other person, and most of the time people are comparing ourselves with have a whole different set of ideas than our own. So we need to stop mindfully comparing ourselves to the next pretty person we see and set our own ideas about the type of person we want to be. Number 4, explore the impact of your past on you, whether you admit it or not. Our past played a very important role in shifting our self-image and how we view ourselves in the future. If your self-image suffered negatively in your past, chances are you still carry the hurt and trauma with yourself, even when you move toward the future. When traumatic events happen to us, we much rather forget it and never look at it again. But when it comes to mental trauma, it never really heals itself or disappears with time. It always lurks around and sneaks up on you when you are feeling down. So before this happens, take some time and explore your past trauma and just how badly it has affected you and your self-image. Many times you may find yourself holding on to negative words of others when you had convinced yourself and others around us that we have let it go. This is especially common in people who were past victims of bullying at school or workplace or even at home. The negative impacts that happened during the past are more difficult to let go of. And you acknowledge that when you work towards healing the trauma and truly improving your self-image. Now, number 5, compliment. Reminder, when I say never to listen to others and take their opinions for face value, I still mean it. Don't take their negative opinions about you. On the other hand, when it comes to compliment you should try your best to accept them. Compliments can help you boost your self-image. It doesn't hurt to accept them. Unlike others' criticism, compliments are made mostly given by people who genuinely like you and know you. So it helps you see yourself in a positive light. And it is a good thing for your self-image. It also helps you better understand how people perceive you. Your self-image is something that you have full control over. Positive, negative. It is something that you can shift and shape your own. So rather your assessment over negative image you have of yourself, try to see yourself from a different light. Then maybe you'll find a part of yourself that hidden behind the negativity, a part of you that is just waiting to be loved and accepted. Now, I'm going to end this episode here. So let me know if this episode was helpful, overwhelming, did it challenge you, or if you related to it. Tell me how you feel in the comments below. Now for the people who are looking for more serious help with self-healing and those who are looking to learn a new skill and who wants to live life unapologetically, I would love to invite you to our Facebook group called Let Rose Speak Sisterhood. Join our group and heal with us. Heal with people with similar experience. To help you develop during your self journey, we have weekly challenge, monthly live sessions where we ask each other questions about self-healing, self-love, personal development. In this group is also a judge-free zone. In this group, we also love and support each other no matter what. So, and the best part about this group is that it's free and it's private. So if you would like to join the group, I would love for you to click the link below in the description or look us up on Facebook and look up Let Rose Speak Sisterhood in the groups tab. Now, if you like this podcast and it helped you, I would love for you to give it a big thumbs up and like and subscribe to this podcast. And if you don't want to miss the next episode, make sure you subscribe. Also, I want you to remember that Aunty Rosy is here to listen to you. So come and talk to me. Bye, my sisters.